Hey guys, Totally Quinn back with another video. If you were hearing this different intro, and you've watched my content before, I went by Quinncraft Gaming, but decided to go with Totally Quinn, which is also my Minecraft name. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to get better at Minecraft PvP for games like Bed Wars, Sky Wars, all that stuff, and how they combo really well. So let's get into this. You want to go from this and this to this and this. I'm going to show you how. So if you want to experience the transformation that I just showed you, I'm going to show you how I went from the first thing I showed you to the second in a matter of days, actually. And I was the first one for like months. I didn't know what I was doing until I figured out the first step, which I will say right now. The first thing to getting better at Minecraft PvP, it's gonna be CPS. CPS is a really important thing because the higher the CPS, the more hits you can get on them, which, you know, the more damage you do, all that stuff. Right now, my CPS is kind of broken, so I can't really show it, but what you saw is I average around 13 CPS now, and I used to average around 6 to 7. And that can actually be a really big difference when it comes to getting a fight with somebody, because, you know, if they have a lot of CPS, they'll just combo you a bunch. And to be honest though, you don't need to have a high CPS. But it's really good if you're not like the best of the best. Because the best of the best, they don't need high CPS. They can just have low CPS because they know how to fight. Yeah, so I've just built a little area just to, you know, walk around. And so a really important thing is there's multiple different methods of clicking. The one that I use is jitter clicking, which is basically when you tense your hand, like really tense your hand so it starts kind of shaking slowly. It just shakes rapidly. So like just like if you're just gonna like squeeze your hand, like if you're just like squeezing nothing with like full force but you're not like clenching your hand, you do that and then you put it on your mouse. And the thing is, with high sensitivity you can be a bit wobbly. You know, like me, I'm usually like this when I'm doing it, but I can get you from like 13 to what I get to like almost maybe even 20 if you can do it correctly. My mouse sucks, so I can't double click, which is something you can do with most good mouses, such as like, I'm pretty sure the Model O, and then there's like Rocat or whatever, but you can do that stuff. Clicking methods are a really important thing just because it can really affect how, you know, because different people, they choose different clicking methods. There's people that will jitter click, and on to our next one, there's butterfly clicking. Butterfly clicking is when you have two fingers. It's when you go like this, and then you just click like this. I can't really do it on my mouse because it's a mouse I got with my computer, and it's not meant for, but with like other mouses with double clicking, you can get to up to like 25 CPS, which I've seen people get with this. And it's really easy to do something that I'll show you guys in a bit. Onto our, I'm just going to be saying probably the three most popular methods. And the third will have to be drag clicking. This is a skill that can take a while, and the mouse can really depend on it. Because you're going to need a mouse that usually has a software like the Model O or like Rocat or whatever. Because you want to make it so like you barely have to like click to like to activate the click sensor or whatever. So then when you drag your finger like lightly but kind of pushing, it'll just like do multiple clicks. I can't really do it because of my mouse, but this can get you up to 100 CPS. And fun fact, never only do that to place blocks and bridge. Never drag click on a fight unless you have obviously like YouTube rank, because People have been banned for it because they detect that as auto-clicking, so be careful. Do it at your own risk. Now that we've gone over the clicking methods, let's go over the next most important thing. The next thing you want to know how to do is you need to know how to actually like fight people and the skills. So if I grab a sword real quickly, notice how I have a diamond sword. And a lot of people, you know, they'll just figure out how those clicking methods and also practice. You'll eventually learn it. And, you know, they'll just do this. That is, you know, what everyone usually does. But if you want to have that one step further, you want to do both buttons, the right and the left, because you'll be blocking while doing PvP. So then you're taking much less damage, taking less knockback, but you're also still registering all those hits. And I started doing this recently, actually, and it really affected my game, and I've done much better because of that. So now on to our next thing, which that's pretty simple, but a pretty important thing is actually movement. And for this one, we're actually gonna hop into a Bed Wars game real quickly. All right, guys, we're in a game, and what you want to do here with movement, this can really affect your how you like play, because if you can't do movement correctly, it just becomes hard. And you know, you want to like be able to move backwards and forwards, you know, depending on the situation. Like sometimes, like if you're in a bunch of hits, you might want to like kind of stay still but keep pushing at him. But S is usually, it's not too important. There is methods, but I'm not exactly sure of those, and they're not too important. But the main thing is A and D, strafing. Because when you're in a PvP, you're not just going to go straight on, because then they'll just be able to, you know, they don't have to really aim. They can just jitter click whatever in front of you and they'll hit you. But if you're doing this, if you're like running around, hitting them and going like left and right, it's going to be, they have to, you know, aim and stuff. So that becomes a very important thing, and it will make you better at the game if you can strafe. Bridging, this is not super important. You don't need to be good at bridging. It's just a helpful thing when it comes to Bed Wars, not PvP. But if we go over to this person, watch as I do exactly what I just showed you, and we should be able to defeat him. And exactly how you saw, I was jitter clicking, I was also blocking, and I was strafing. Whoa, well, you know, you're gonna die, but notice how I was doing the correct things. I was a bit low. I don't know what happened at the end there, but stuff like that is gonna happen, you know. But it's really, you wanna do those things, because that's really gonna help your game. And this video is mainly for Bed Wars, but when it comes to like Sky Wars, this is gonna be the last thing we mainly cover. Sky Wars and Bed Wars is, first of all, you know, you just want to keep doing this. Oh, that guy, he seems really good. But also, you want to build blocks, so then you can get that advantage. Okay. Yeah, and you know, we're gonna die. It's gonna happen. But now on to probably the most final thing of this video. This isn't a crazy complex tutorial. It's just the basics. But many people I've seen make these mistakes and not know how to do this. So I ended up actually going with duels, because it's basically shows the same thing, and these matches just go a bit quicker. This is just classic duels, but something to make somebody, because when it comes to comboing, you know, you want to just keep hitting them. You don't want them to be able to hit you, and if you keep hitting them and do all that stuff, they won't be able to hit you. An important thing is not letting them have momentum. I have a keybind basically, so if I click that on the side of my mouse, like, watch. If they try to come up to me, I'll stop them. And if you stop them, see how I got that short combo? I didn't exactly win that one, but this is a really important factor, because if you're able to knock them back a little bit, it can really help your game. And this is more for Sky Wars, not Bed Wars. So, you know, they're coming at you, and if, for example, you have snowballs, throw some snowballs at them and then start hitting them, and your combos, oh yeah, see, he's trying to do it. Sometimes you don't need to go for it, but most of the time you do. Like, see right there? Oh, this guy's actually pretty good. And yes, but we did win, because at that last end, we didn't let him get the momentum on us. So that is basically it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I am invisible right now, but you know what I mean. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you learned some things. So yeah, thanks for watching.